Hi, I'm April Yvonne Garrett, and this is Amplify Baltimore. It's Halloween 2011, a holiday that focuses on tricks and treats. Today, we're going to be focusing on the treats with dangerously delicious pies in Canton with the students from Hampstead Hill Academy. And Taharka Brothers Ice Cream here in Clipper Mill with the boys from Baltimore Born and Chief Kevin Cartwright, Director of Communications for the Baltimore City Fire Department. We are in Canton at Dangerously Delicious Pies, America's best pies by far, with the head baker, Laszlo Lee. Laszlo, thanks for being with us.
Yeah, you're welcome, thanks.
Tell me a little bit about the history of Dangerously Delicious Pies and how you guys got started.
Well, it all started out with a cat named Rodney Henry.
He's the coolest.
Yeah, awesome guitarist, played with the Glenmont Popes for years around town here. And I guess the story goes he was baking pies down at a bar downtown, went out on his 4th U.S. tour. He brought pies out with him on the road, and he came back with more money from selling pie than he did playing music. So
Are you serious?
Yeah. He said, you know what, I'm gonna open up a pie shop. So about 9 years ago, right up here on Fleet and Montford, he opened up his first shop, and it all started basically with rock and roll and pie. And I guess, you know, his band was based around here, so what he'd do is traveling musicians that were coming through town, you know, they weren't making that much money, so he'd hire them $10 an hour, roll out some crust. And,
really?
Yep.
So you guys have created sort of a rock and roll pie culture.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
pie style.
All right, so today we're making pies. We're making a chocolate chess pie today, correct?
Yeah, chocolate
so
chess pie.
We started already mixing some of the ingredients, and there was a little bit of a method to your madness, so tell us what that was.
Yeah, basically you start off with a good egg and sugar mix. You want to get that sugar incorporated into the eggs, and then once you get that, you know, mix rolling, you know, build up a little pie muscles in you.
Yeah.
You start with all the dry ingredients. So, you know, you get all the dry ingredients in there a little wet with the egg, so no lumps happen.
Okay, so we had eggs.
Yep.
We had flour.
Yep.
We had sugar.
Yep.
And then we had another mixture.
A little bit of cocoa. And
so
then, yeah, you can add that cornmeal in there. A couple cups of cornmeal, yeah.
Okay.
And what that does is kind of thickens up when, when the butter hits it.
I'm curious about the cornmeal, because that's my dumpling stuff.
It's basically in a chess mix, that cornmeal, you know, gets soaked up with the butter and it rises to the top.
Okay.
So when you do a chess mix, which is kind of like a custard, it'll be real thin. But the cornmeal holds it together on top, so you really slice it into it.
All right.
And then the last dry stuff we got there is what gives it a little bit of flavor, some salt and some cinnamon.
Okay. And then we have 2 wet ingredients.
Yeah, that's where the rest of the flavor comes from. There's some vanilla in there, you can add that.
Oh, I love vanilla.
Yeah, vanilla with the dark chocolate kind of brings it out right there. And then I like to spice it with a little bit of coffee.
A little bit of coffee.
Yep, still hot.
Still hot, okay.
All right, now April, next the butter.
All right.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of butter.
It's gonna make a lot of pies.
12 pies, people. 12
at least 12
pies. Let's keep that in mind.
All right, last but not least, that's the dark chocolate right there.
Dark chocolate, everybody.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so yummy.
Smells delicious.
Yes, it does.
All right, that should do it. Perfect.
Oh, Grandma's watching. She'd be proud.
All right, and that pretty much wraps it up. Once you get this all mixed together, get the oven to 350, pour it off.
All right, so next we're on to crust, right?
Yeah, Coco over there, she's another head baker here, and she makes the best crust mix. It's all done by eye and by hand, and once you get the right feel, you know, you just start rolling it out.
That's really cool.
Yep.
So next we're gonna go to Coco and Dangerously Delicious Pies, and she's gonna be joined by the wonderful young people from Hampstead Hill Academy. We are about to make the world's greatest pie crust, next to my grandma, I had to say that, with Coco, the crust lady from Dangerously Delicious Pies, and Kimberly and Kayla from Hampstead Hill Academy Food for Life program. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, Coco, tell us what ingredients we're working with here today.
Well, we use flour, vegetable shortening, salt, and sugar.
So you don't have like a recipe. You kind of just do it.
Yeah, just eyeball it out.
Eyeball it out.
For however many you want to make, like whatever size batch you want to make.
Okay.
So just dump that all in, and you can pour the sugar in.
Kimberly, pouring that sugar. Kayla is pouring in salt.
Yep. So then you want to mix this up first, so you both can just Yeah,
Toss
switch it around. Yep.
Switch it around. That's good. There you go. Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, so shake it, 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 shake it. Okay, good. All right, now what?
So usually for the shortening, we don't really know how much to put in until you put some in. So just take a big clump like this out of here.
Everybody take a hunk. Kayla's got a hunk. Everybody's got a hunk. And how does it feel? Does it feel mushy? All right,
So
cool.
then you just drop it in there.
Drop it in.
And you kind of squeeze it around. So you mix it in with the flour. You want to make sure you get it all under here too, so the bottom as well.
At the bottom. Now, is there a special technique you have for doing this, or are we doing it like you would do
You
it?
guys are doing it the way I would.
Now, how much of this do you actually make in a day, crust lady?
200. My quota used to be 1,000 a week, but
Did she just say 200? Really?
Yep.
Like this size?
Yeah, no, I use a bigger bowl and do like 4 scoops of flour and more salt and sugar.
And that's in a week?
Yep. No, I mean a day is 200 and then a week is 1,000. All right, let me check it real quick
Let the crust lady do an inspection.
before we put the flour in. And there's water.
Good. Just hold it over here. Okay, good.
Awesome.
Very good.
Yep. So it kind of has like a cornmeal.
Yeah, it does look a little
Look to
cornmealy.
So you guys can each take turns dumping a little bit of water in at a time.
Just a little bit of water.
It's a little heavy.
Yep. Is that
All right, that's good. And then what you want to do is make sure you get the bottom first.
Ooh.
And just mix it in there. And you guys can mush it around. You don't want to knead it too much because then it'll get like pizza dough and it'll just stretch back when you roll it out.
All right. There you go, girls. Good job. This isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do, is it?
Well, when you get the hang of it.
Yeah. Well, everybody
in
can't be
your
the
sleep.
crust queen. We got some crust queens in the making over here. So what does it feel like, girls?
It feels mushy and sticky.
Mushy and sticky?
That's like when you do laundry and squeeze.
Oh, it feels like laundry when you squeeze it. Okay.
You want to make sure you get all these crumbs down here wet with it. Yeah. It's looking awesome now.
Yeah. You're doing a good job.
But it tastes good too.
Yep.
All right, so it's all mixed up now. So you just take some flour and sprinkle it on the table.
Okay.
A little bit more than that, like
Yeah, be a
like
little
do it like
generous.
this, like in a like.
Ooh, look at you.
Yep. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a pie crust to put in a tin. You're going to take a dough ball.
When we all get a little dough ball, so we
Yep.
can try to do it. We're gonna do it a little bit. All right.
So as big as like a field hockey ball.
Field hockey ball.
Baseball.
Baseball. Orioles baseball. All right.
And then you want to take it and you want to press it down. It's going to be kind of difficult.
Ah, I see. All right. All right, let's put ours to the side so she can show us how she would do one. All right, that looks pretty good though as a start because you guys got it nice and round, so that's great.
So then you want to up one and then over again right here. And then you want to take it and then flip it over. And then,
Okay, now I can see why she's a crust queen. She did that in like 5 seconds flat.
and then you take that and then you get a tin. So you want it to be big enough to fit over the tin.
Ah, so you can press
And then
it.
just press it down. And then I'll teach you, show you crimp now.
Yes. So this
So
is how
then-
you crimp.
You crimp it like this. You want to take it and then you want to roll it. That's how I do it. Everybody does it differently.
Sure.
And then you roll it and just do it around the edges. Like that.
Wow, you make that look so easy. Okay, they have become your competition now.
I know.
So you're gonna have some new crust queens. You better watch out. We are now joined by Krista Carlson, the director of the Food for Life program at Hampstead Hill Academy. Krista, thanks for bringing your wonderful young people. All right, so the Crust Queen has given us a thing of beauty here, and now all of you get to make or to cut out your own crust. Is that right?
Yep. We're gonna make little mini 4.5-inch pies.
All right.
Just like Coco was showing you guys how you crimped out the large 10-inch pan like our normal pie, we do little mini tart sizes, and you guys can take one with you. So we almost do it like a cookie cutter.
Okay.
So you just put it on there, push down, shake it around a little bit, and you can take off your own little crust, right?
Oh, how cool is that?
So we can cut out a bunch of those. You can each do one.
All right.
Then you grab a mini pie pan, just like the other ones, and you lay them in there. Make sure you push it in with your fingers down to the bottom. And then just like you did with the other ones, you just kind of fold over the top a little bit and pinch it with your fingers. So you pinch it onto the top of the pie pan to make yourself a little lip.
Oh, that's cool.
And that's all it takes. So once you do a little one like that, we can fill it up with the chocolate mix that we made earlier and cook them off.
Everybody good with that?
All right?
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll just go down the line. You get to grab one and make your own little cut.
All right, so as you're cutting, everybody tell us your name. So tell us your name and what grade you're in.
I'm Christian. I'm in 4th grade.
Christian in 4th grade. All right.
Get up.
Perfect. Look at that.
All right. There you go.
All right, and you can go that way after you finish it. All right, and what's your name and what year?
I'm Ariel. I'm in 6th grade.
Ariel in 6th grade. All right.
Just fold over the top.
Ariel, you look like you got the hang of that pretty quickly, didn't you? All right. There you go. And here you are. All right, and scooch down. All right, young man, and your name and what year?
Do this one a little bit
Sebastian,
more.
and I'm in 5th grade.
Sebastian, 5th grade. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Awesome. Now what we'll do is we'll stack.
All righty. Hey there, what's your name?
I'm in Samuel, and I'm in 4th grade.
4th grade, Samuel.
My name is Kimberly, and I'm in 4th grade.
Kimberly in the 4th grade. That's awesome. Look at that. Kimberly, that's great.
Yeah, that looks great too.
Isn't it?
My name is Ariel, and I'm in 4th grade.
4th grade? Okay, great. Wonderful. There you go.
My name is Kenzie, and I'm in 5th grade.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And darling, what's your name?
Tatiana, I'm in 5th grade.
Tatiana in the 5th grade. Awesome. All right. Here you go, darling. Let me help you. There you go.
This reminds you of playing with anything? Non-play?
Play? Yeah.
So you can think of yourself.
So now it's time to fill the pies. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, good. Who's gonna start? You gonna start? All right, good. Got?
Yeah. Go
All
ahead.
right.
Just be gentle
heavy
because it comes
pitcher.
out real thick.
Let us know if you need help, okay? All right, we got you. Ooh,
This is the messy part.
there you go. Ooh, look at that.
Nice.
Perfect. Oh, you're so good at this.
Yeah.
That is, ooh, that. Awesome. Good job. Can you step back, honey? There we go. Oh, she wanted hers. Gently, thank you. Good job. Got it? Did you go, honey?
I'm gonna keep it in my locker so my neck comes down.
You're gonna keep it in your locker so your locker's open? Oh. Whoa.
Rapid. And then Tatiana.
Thank you. Chris, what do you need this?
Nice job.
Perfect. Everybody say thank you to Mr. Laszlo.
Thank you.
And everybody say thank you to Coco, the Crust Queen.
Thank you, Coco.
thank you so much for being our host today at Dangerously Delicious Pies in Canton. The best pies in Baltimore, actually the best pies in the country. We're gonna claim that. So this is a great place for you to come to get any wonderful savory or sweet pie, correct?
Yep.
And meet Rodney, who's not with us today, but he sends his best because he is all about amplifying Baltimore, and you guys are all about amplifying Baltimore. But guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna wish the audience what? A happy Halloween. So on the count of 3, everybody say happy Halloween. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy Halloween! It is Halloween at Taharka Brothers Ice Cream, and I'm here with my crew. We have Chief Ice Cream Maker Kofi. We've got the lovely boys from Baltimore Born. We've got Fire Chief Cartwright and the Taharka Brothers jewel himself, Mr. Felton. Thank you all for being with us today.
Welcome.
Ready to make some ice cream? Yeah. All right, so we have this big pumpkin here, and we're about to make some incredible pumpkin ice cream.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
is the name of the ice cream we're about to create?
About to create Occupy Pumpkin Ice Cream.
Occupy
Pumpkin
Pumpkin Ice Cream. Okay, cool. So tell us what the first step is so we can get this thing started.
All right, first step is we're gonna cut a square out of the top.
Okay.
We're gonna turn it on the side. We're gonna cut it around. We're
Okay.
gonna take it out, and we're gonna dig out everything to make sure it's all cleaned out. Then
Okay.
we're gonna cook it, and from there, that's when we'll prepare everything.
All right, let's get it.
Anybody want to take the first cut in?
And take the first cut. So Jalen is going to make the first cut.
All right.
Be careful.
All right. Now I'm gonna make a turn. And this across. It's pretty tough. Excuse me.
Okay, be careful, honey.
Try this.
There you
All
go.
right.
Oh, wow, look
See
at that.
Look like
guys
cheese.
wanna take-
Look like cheese.
It looks like what?
Cheese.
It looks like cheese, and what else does it look like? Cantaloupe. That's cool. You want to look at it? No. You're good? Okay.
All right, so next step, would you like to take the next cut or?
Yeah, why don't you come over and take the next cut? It's only a pumpkin.
All right, so what you want to do is basically want to cut it, and all you're going to do is bring it around. And I'll keep turning as you keep going. All right, now bring it up a bit, and keep moving it towards me. There you go.
So,
All right, I'm going to finish this for you, okay?
okay. Oh, wow. Ooh. There's your pumpkin.
All right.
So what does that
next-
look like, you guys?
It smells like a cantaloupe too.
It smells like a cantaloupe, okay.
See around there, it looks just like it.
Uh-huh. So tell me,
Cheese, cantaloupe,
So the next step
lettuce.
is we're gonna leave the top over here,
okay.
and this is where we're gonna have to gut out the whole bottom.
All right, so we're gonna put that in here?
Mm-hmm.
Great. You guys gonna help do that?
So all you gotta do is reach in
Reach in your hands. Reach in your hands.
and just dig it
Oh,
out.
wow.
Just drop it in.
It feel like worms up in my hand.
Why would you?
All right, almost there. Just want to get it nicely rounded, and you mainly want to get the seeds out also. Hey Chief, can I borrow that metal pipe? All right, so now what we're gonna do is pop this in the oven and let it run for a while, and we'll see what we get.
So as he's putting the pumpkin in the oven, I wanted to go to Chief Cartwright. You know, it's Halloween time, and I wanted you to share with us some fire safety tips with regard to the season. I think a lot of times people forget that this is a time of year where we should be more concerned a little bit about what might happen with regard to fire safety in Baltimore. So could you share with the young men of Baltimore Born some tips?
Sure, absolutely. For children and adults alike, Halloween is a fun and exciting time for everyone to enjoy.
Right.
But most importantly, we want everyone to enjoy it safely.
Right.
As we're here in the kitchen, baking something in the oven, we want to make sure that the costumes are made of non-flammable materials. Operating in an environment where there's flames can certainly combust and catch fire, and we certainly don't want that to happen.
Now, are they selling more of those costumes nowadays? Are they easy to find?
I believe they are. When you're purchasing one, it's important to just look at the manufacturer's label to make sure that it
Okay.
is non-combustible.
All right.
Something else that we keep in mind is that when kids are out trick-or-treating, we want them to be in the company of an adult,
Sure.
just for their safety. Also, as you lose light for the day, it's a good idea to have a flashlight along with you so that you can actually see yourself walking through people's yards up on their porch, and that's a safe thing to do.
And there's some neat smaller ones that they're selling nowadays too that could go along with any costume, right?
Absolutely. Another idea is for kids to go out into the shopping malls, where it's much more safe, a lot of lighting, and more people, more stores for them to actually get some candy.
Jalen, can you hand me that pumpkin? So Chief Cartwright, you know what people do with these for Halloween. Oftentimes there are flammable items that are inserted inside. Tell us about the safety precautions we should consider with these as well.
Sure, absolutely. What we've noticed over the past few years is that candle usage has been on the rise, and we want to in some way discourage use of candles, but if you're going to use them, we want you to use them properly and safely.
Okay.
Many people place candles inside of a jack-o'-lantern. My understanding is that now you can actually purchase a battery-powered light that you can actually sit inside the jack-o'-lantern to give you that, you know, Halloween and scary type of effect. So we definitely want people to use candles safely if they're going to use them, because it always creates a fire hazard. What most people don't know is that when you leave these unattended, you can have a toddler, have a child, or even a pet come by, bump the table, knock the jack-o'-lantern over, and the candle falls, and within 60 seconds,
flammable.
you have a fully engulfed room.
Wow, okay. So are these tips helpful?
Yes.
All right, so when you guys go look for costumes, what will you do? What will you ask your parents to do?
Get non-flammable costume.
Excellent. So what are you guys going to be this Halloween?
Freddy.
Freddy. And what about you, Jalen?
I'm gonna get a very scary mask.
A very scary mask. Well, I hope these tips have been helpful to you. And we'll continue in our process of making Taharka Brothers Occupy Pumpkin Ice Cream. Now we're here with Akil and Javin, who are going to help us with this next step. What are we doing now?
So right now we're going to take this scooper and we're going to scoop around it and we're going to place it in here. And then afterwards we're going to measure it out and we're going to blend it all the way around.
Oh, wow.
Just scan.
Just scan.
All right, place it in
It
there.
feels soft.
Soft and soggy. Are you going to leave a little bit for Javin?
Hey, you want to take a crack at it next?
Yeah.
All right, so here you want to just get around the edges.
And it feels very soft, huh? All right.
Get around there.
So how long was that baking for?
It was baking for about 30 to 45 minutes.
30 to 45 minutes, okay. And what was the temperature of the oven?
400 degrees.
400 degrees, okay.
All right, get that last bit. All right, we're gonna have to scoop this out. And we're gonna get 2 quarts, and we're gonna drop it in the processor, and then we're gonna get up to 50, and we're gonna drop it in there, then we're gonna blend it all up.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Kind of heavy, isn't it?
It's hard to get out.
It's hard to get out a little bit, right? All right, little tiny bit more, because you want to make sure it's packed in, right?
32 ounces.
So when you're measuring, don't you want to make sure it's kind of packed into the measurement?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
All right.
So pack it down a bit.
Pack it down a little bit pack it down a little bit, honey.
There you go.
There you go. That's good. He did it nice and lightly. So you need a little more? All right.
That's it.
Good. Excellent.
All right. So we got our 2 quarts.
First 2 quarts.
You want to drop it in? Yes. All right. So all you're going to do is just drop it in and try to get as much in there as possible. There you go.
Good job. Why don't you get the last, now where did he say that it needed to be lined up?
Next one is you want to get 32 ounces, which would be the 2.50. That little bit should get it. Pack it
work?
down. All right. So you want to dump the rest of this in there? All right. So the next thing, and the last before actually making the ice cream, is we're gonna puree it. Well, anybody want to take it down and press it?
So we're now at the final step of this process. We've got, what, 2.5 gallons
Yes, ma'am.
of milk.
2.5 gallons of butterfat milk.
Butterfat milk, which is like the tastiest thing I've had in a long time. It tastes really good. How much of the puree do we have?
We have 2.5 quarts of puree here
Okay.
that we're gonna mix in with the milk.
All right, and then we have seasonings. So boys, when I say what the seasonings are, I want you to point to it and pick them up, all right? We've got ground cinnamon. Which one is cinnamon? Correct. And then the next one is ground ginger. Perfect. And then we've got nutmeg, ground cloves, and allspice, right? And after we've assembled all of this, these are the main ingredients for the entire ice cream. And then where are we taking them?
We're gonna take it to our ice cream machine, and we're just gonna drop this in first, followed by the pumpkin puree, and one of these one by one. And then after that, we're gonna let the machine freeze it up, and we'll get everybody's pint ready.
And that's where all the magic happens.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, let's go. We're here at Taharka Brothers Ice Cream with Darius Wilmore, the creative director. Darius, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Darius, tell me how old Taharka Brothers is and what is your mission?
We're about 11 years old, and the mission is positive, progressive, social change.
What is an ice cream social?
An ice cream social is an event where people come together, have ice cream, enjoy cultural experiences. It could be music, it could be art, it could be literature, but it's all about coming together, having some ice cream, and enjoying the culture.
Tell me some places where your ice cream is being sold now.
In the city and outside the city, we're at Soda Sopra, Baltimore Food Co-op.
Yes.
You like that one?
I love Baltimore Food Co-op. We're going
They're
there
dope,
soon.
they're
We're
dope,
going
man.
there soon.
Dogwood Deli, which has a social mission of its own.
Right.
In Hampton, right up the street here.
Sure.
Roy's downtown. And we're in Busboys and Poets in DC. And there are a whole bunch of others. There's about 40 restaurants.
40 restaurants, really?
Yeah, and we're trying to grow that business.
Okay, so I'm going to pose a challenge to you in front of my entire audience. You must create an Amplify Baltimore flavor by the end of spring, because I want it for the summer.
No problem.
And it's got to be an homage to like snowballs and something really cool for the summer months and something very Baltimore, Maryland as far as fruit. Can you do that?
Yeah, we're working on some things right now, so maybe that might.
Well, egg
That might work.
custard,
Egg
with
custard,
little
marshmallow.
little something.
Right,
Okay,
right, we can do that.
All right. Well, thank you so
That's a
much
promise.
for all that you did
You're
today.
welcome.
The guys from Baltimore Born were so excited to be here, and we're going to be sending them home with some ice cream, right?
Right, they'll be leaving with something in hand.
Well,
They won't leave empty-handed.
They won't leave empty-handed. So I appreciate everything that you do with the young men that we worked with today, and all that you do to amplify Baltimore.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks
All
for
right,
having
can
us.
we get some ice cream now? Because I'm
Absolutely.
greedy. All right,
Let's do
go.
it.
All right, thanks.
Sure.
Remember, we the people of Baltimore possess all we need to make our city thrive. With every thought, word, and action, each of us has the power to create the city we want. With this power, I hope you will always choose to amplify Baltimore.
Oh.